on yet, but you know, you will join. So, welcome to Sunday Surgery Live with me, Doctor Lefthandthread, here in the weekly visit to the surgery to see what I'm up to, see what I've got to say for myself. So, nobody on yet, so we'll just wait. We'll get a few guys on the live chat here now, and then we'll know what we're talking about. Right, only 28 minutes on. I'm actually a couple of minutes early, so I'm going to have to talk to you for a couple of minutes. There's somebody on now. That's good. Good to see you. If you want to check in, if you're shy, that's okay. But if you want to say hello on the live chat, go ahead. Go ahead. See what's happening in the live chat. Nah, nobody in the live chat yet. That's fine. So this is our weekly visit to Doctor Lefthandthread Surgery. This is a Sunday Surgery Live here from the Custom Built Surgery. Tonight we have there's gas. Gas is on already. Tonight we have there's Marty. Good man, Marty. Good to see you. Tonight we have Makita grinders. This is the Makita DGA452. I've got two of these, but I'm only going to attempt to fix one due to lack of parts at the moment. I was hoping to have parts for both. Or I hedged my bets. I ordered from two different suppliers to make sure one of them would make it. You know, if I'd chose wrong, I wouldn't have had these for live stream. But there's two here. And I'm going to tell you why these are an awful grinder. Why I don't rate them. They're the LXT range, which was the professional range. It's the Makita professional range. Why I think they shouldn't be. I don't think they should be in the Makita professional range. I think they're a DIY quality grinder. I think some people are using them professionally, and I'm going to show you what's going wrong with them. This one's actually the worst. It's still going, but it's the worst, I think. And the guy's been using that to track walls, so it isn't up to it. You look at that, the brush is starting to melt out through the side of the housing. So that's not good. If you look there, look at that. See that? There's Martin. How are you, Martin Kelly? Good to see you joining the stream. So we're 5 on now, so it's not too bad so far. So far, so good. I was over on TikTok trying to run a bit of business, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. TikTokers don't usually migrate too well over to this platform, but lives and TikTok are different. This is a different thing. There's Paul Cook. Good to see you, Paul. Good to see you, Paul. I don't know if any of you have seen my wee videos converting the little vehicles to the batteries. That's been going on. Martin's feeling funky. That's good. Yeah. That's excellent. Seen people putting the wood blade in them yokes is dangerous. I put a wood blade in the strimmer last year. Don't recommend it. I got away with it. Still on my fingers, still on my toes. So that's bad. They do the XGT. The XGT is a 40 volt range, and it's not compatible with LXT. They seem to be leaving the LXT stuff behind. They haven't upgraded the batteries to bigger batteries like Milwaukee do, like the 9 amp, the 8 amp, the 12 amp, or DeWalt obviously have the Flex Folk for their bigger range. Makita just do the wee batteries with 18650 cells. They don't do the 21700s in the LXT range. Paul's seen the wee video. And there's another video coming out tonight. It's of a little Audi TT that I converted. So that's the latest thing. Doctor Lefthandthread's auto shop is in business. And there's somebody from Donegal contacted me there this evening. They want me to convert a Ford Ranger to Makita batteries. So we'll see how that goes, you know. Yeah. I was in Lidl today. I picked up a couple of nice items in Lidl. I looked around, there's not very much in the Strabane one, you know, but got these heat shrinks. £1.99. I thought that was a bargain. And I got these organisers. I got a couple of organisers here. That's one pack of those for $9.99. And what I use them for is keeping all and there keep all my circuit boards for all my batteries. There's wee voltage drop boards for the auto shop, you know. There's some Milwaukee boards, some of the big Milwaukee boards for 21/700s, some Makita boards, some boards that J-Bob's gave me for the how to get on with the 12-volt park side. I didn't see it on the 12-volt park side. There wasn't very much on the 12-volt park side. There was 12-volt park side batteries, but I wouldn't have called them a bargain. Hey, there's no screwdrivers, Martin. I was looking for a screwdriver for you. That's why I was late in cutting the grass today too. And the lawnmower started acting bullocks, so I had a jacket on too. So that's. I tried to get your screwdriver, Martin. They didn't have it. You make the distance. Part used, part worn. You might get that one yet. You never know. Anyway, who's all on? So 7 people on. Will we get down to business, or what do you want to talk about? Is Pat there? Anybody else there now? No? I've got to get some of the gang here, so we might as well get on with it. See if we can get down to business. And I want just to decide. Probably need your help with this one too. There's 2 of these. That's not going well. That belongs to a guy called Trevor. Trevor's witnessing that. This belongs to a guy called Paul, affectionately known as Shark Attack, you know. But anyway, this is Shark Attack grinder. Shark Attack's grinder is significantly worse. Shark Attack's grinder probably needs the full kit that I have, which is the both of them will need this for certain. The little end bell and brushes and caps. But Hazel probably see. I replaced the brushes in this and the end bell 2 months ago, and he's been tracking balls with her, so I might have to put the armature in her as well. Look at that. Genuine Makita armature. Look at that. If my counterpart in Donegal seen the Makita sample on, he would get an erection, you know. There you are. He loves his Makita, that guy. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. But anyway, I shouldn't be cheeky, but I am. He's not watching this shit. He doesn't even have WhatsApp, that guy. I was trying to WhatsApp him one day. He says, I don't have WhatsApp. He's got an iPhone. He's got an iPhone that's about 20 years old. It's not even a smartphone. So we'll get down to business, see if we can do something with it. Well, how long? BW's Electronics, you're asking a question there. Good to see you on the stream as usual, sir. What is it? Under voltage protection board, all the way from the land of the rising sun in the east, some of them Asian places. Right. This is the low voltage protection board. And there's voltage in and voltage out. And you set the board. It shows you the voltage that's going into it. Then you set the board for the voltage you want it to cut off at. And the reason for this, if you've got a battery going to a little motor and you're not, you know, you've no there's no protection for the battery, she's going to keep taking power and run the battery way down to its below chargeable voltage. And that's why I use these. That's why I've used these. If you've seen my little quad video, and there's another video coming out where we Audi TT that I done there as well, about the 9:45. I mean, what time was it now? It's just about, I suppose, what, half an hour or so's time? Just over half an hour's time. So that's what they're for, BWs. So we have a fixer feel here tonight, and this could go either way. I would be very confident, usually, but you never know. I've had a little bit of shitty luck with some of this stuff lately, but we'll not get into that. There was I had a couple of blips, but I've been doing so much that a lot of stuff's going my way as well, so we can't complain. We'll probably need them again. You see it's melted through that. It's not on the battery. Right, Martin's asking about that. I think these Makita batteries, some of them have it. Some of them have low voltage protection. And I think them by Hong batteries, the chainsaw, I think they have low voltage protection. If you're just pulling from minus and plus, usually you're seeping the battery. Because if I want to drain a battery down and I put a little light on it, that'll drain it on down. Here's Big D. Good to see you, Big D. Here's one of these lovely pieces. Big D can tell you about these. Look at that. See the brushes melting through the side. Protections in the tools for most of them, I think. That's my thoughts on it. I think Makita has some protection in the battery, but there's tools and stuff. The New Zealand guy, he's done a thing in that. He's done actually a video on it, and the Makita boards have they under voltage protection on them. And the answer is sometimes they do. Some of them do. So we have a fixer field tonight, and we're going to have to do the full job in this because this is caboodled. This is caboodled. He's not in a wild hurry for this, but I think his is worse. This definitely needs a full thing. Hold on. Let's see. I see him as a Panasonic. Panasonic did a terrible grinder. Did you ever see the Hikoki, Big D? She's not good either. I did a couple of those. The Hikoki brushed one's not all that either. She's not that great. Same sort of principle. Do you know what's a real piece of junk? I greased that the last time. Don't even have to grease that. The Milwaukee brushed one, not the brushless. I know Dean Doherty complains about the burning the brushless one, but you know, the brushed one is a complete piece of junk, to be quite honest with you. I've got this wee screw down here, still holding on. The only disadvantage that the Milwaukee one has over this, not that. Yeah, look at that. The Milwaukee one has a disadvantage over this because this part's not replaceable. It uses the actual housing to hold the bearing, like this. This one uses that end bell. So does the Hikoki. So them parts are replaceable. And the Milwaukee, you need a housing. You usually need the motor, which is far too dear to buy, and it's just not worth doing. So here we are again. Bit of compressed air, guys. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Right, let's see. What can we do? Right, that needs to come out, don't it? As you can see, I was able to pull the motor out. You can see there's a fair bit of wear in the armature. You see that? There's a fair bit of wear in that armature. And we pull out the brush holder. You can see only one brush was sort of touching there. The other one's melted. Melted in, yeah. So if your Milwaukee brush grinder stops working, don't even waste time opening it. It's gone. Caps are stuck. I might get a brush out of this deal. There's no wear on that brush, done nothing. Maybe a spare brush for another time. So there's that. Right. Some batteries have protections built in, not them all though. So yeah. I'm not sure. Armature's in bad shape. We need to put an armature in her. But anyway, we'll get to that. Pretty much wear these. Even tucked in somewhere. There we are. That's not so bad now. Somebody can pass with the radio up full blast there. Hear that? That's not too bad. This thing was stripped 2 months ago. I put her together, put an end bell and brushes in her, but I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have changed the armature at that point, you know. So that's my bad. I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't got the greatest facilities for removing these sort of things, but I'll do my best. Let's see what I mustn't write in the chat here. Hang on. That's usually, yeah. You bell end. I know, Moan Years Wrath, you're talking about a very, 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 very serious issue. And I don't think anybody that's even has half a brain doesn't know that happens. But I'm just wondering what, you know, what can we do about it? Like, brushless has uses. That's quite a serious issue. That's quite a deep one. The armature's very cheap for that. Like that grinder there to buy new, you could still pay anywhere between £80 and £100 for it. You'll still pay that. And for my money, it's not worth it. But there's something I have to give props to Makita for one thing. The parts for these things are so cheap. You get the parts. You can get the parts. You can get the parts for that there, the armature, the brushes, the end bell, the caps, all for £30. It's worth doing, but the little grinder isn't up to, you know, up to it, you know. On Year's Wrath, I don't know what to say about that, because, you know, it's not something I would joke about. It's not something I would ignore since you've said it. But I just don't know what we as people can really do about it. You know, we can tweet online about it, you know, or we can do whatever the hell we like. But, you know, the devices we're using to send them messages were built with these same injustices. So what? We're all hypocrites, you know. It's a tricky one. It's a bit too deep for one of my limited intelligence, put it like that. I wonder will I be able to fix this thing tonight. I need to get that. You see that little vise there? I seen them on Lidl for $22.99 today. On a brighter note, but I don't know. I seen them Lidl today. I paid $29.99 for this, but they're not break that. Oh, it could be luck. Could be my lucky day after all. No. We'll see. We're not worried about saving this armature anyway. Shit. We're not winning. We're not winning here, lads. Don't feel like I'm achieving a whole lot here. Anyway, anyway. The armature doesn't have to be saved anyway. So try and beat this off. No. No. Might not be able to do this tonight, but we need that armature out because it's not good. It's not good. I need a press. This is no good. I don't know if it's on there. Let's see. Any suggestions? I'm open to suggestions. This could be the 4-hour stream that we're crying out for. Oh, yes. That's it now. I got there. I think. No, not quite. Well, maybe, yeah. Oh, right. That's the centre of the fan. That's what I'm thinking. I think I'll throw that in the dump. I think I can't really use that anymore. You can see the difference, like. Where they were. Yeah. There's Fox Can Fix It Garage. Good to see you on the stream, my friend. Great content there. If any of you guys want to see great content, Fox Can Fix It Garage can provide that. Let's see if I've any of the wee rubber things. I melted the wee rubber things of that one there too. That's another story. Oh, we'll see. I was a bit concerned though to be able to do that. But it turned out that Doctor Lefthandthread had the technology after all. So that's good. That's excellent. So it's good. Come back to here again. Let's see if I can catch up with the chat. I want to hear what you are saying. Yeah, I need a device is bigger. It was good in stock, but we got it. Good man, Electric Connection. That's Tools and Tactics. Good man. Thanks for getting in the stream here. Molyneux's Wrath. Thank you. He was fixing a saw. Good man. Good man. Right, let's get down to business again. I was a bit concerned that I'd be able to do that. But that's excellent. That's good. I have another one of these to do, but I haven't got the parts. I haven't got another end bell or bell end, as Big Deeb's calling it. I broke a little bit off that, but you know, we're among friends here, guys, so I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be okay. I think. Oh, lovely. That was an extra bit. We didn't really need that, I know. This is looking good. I'll have to dump that armature. There's nothing I can get from that. It's history. It's history. I could have done these too if I had the parts. There's two main sources of parts that I use for just mail order, you know. It's handy because sometimes I'll get something given to me during the day and I'll go and inspect it at night to see what it needs, and then I'll order the parts at night, you know. I may have bent that housing a little bit too, but like I say, we're among friends here. I won't tell if you won't tell. No, it'll make it lighter and easier to use. That's right, Fox can fix it, garage. It'll make it lighter. That extra weight was only slowing the guy down when he was misusing this little clumsy little grinder. I should have put an armature in this the last time, and I wouldn't have seen it back so soon. Try to save the guy money and get it moving quick again, because I had a little kit in stock at that time. But sorry I have more for you guys tonight, because ended up getting carried away last night and fixed a couple of contact cleaner fixes on TikTok. Sort of get carried away with myself. No, I'll be alright. You'll never see that. You'll never see it. I'll never alone. You'll not be looking down there, will I? I won't tell if you won't tell. Doesn't matter. That's what you get for. That's what you get for beating it too hard, guys. So don't beat it too hard. We'll find out when I start up Molyneux's Wrath. Either way, have we really much to lose with this thing? I think the answer is no. I'm sorry about tonight, guys. There's no sense of peril like there usually is. There's nothing really in the line. That screwdriver bit's not really all that for these screws, so I'll use something different. I'll use something better. This is going to be interesting if this does make a wacky noise due to me beating it too hard. Definitely bent the housing. That's a 50-50. I like those odds, Molyneux's Wrath. I'm willing to take the wrath of the gods for 50-50 bet. We'll see. Yeah, let's keep going. This is the suspense time of the whole experience, you know. This could be actually a fail tonight. This is a fix or fail, but it's not There's nothing else to fall back on. This is it. If the parts had already for the other one, I would have had 2 to do. We're 35 minutes in. Might be short and sweet tonight, guys. I don't know. Spend the next hour crying. And then when it balls your man's grinder. No, we'll see. Lovely. Oh. Are we ready to roll, are we? No, we're not. We're not finished yet. I done that in the live stream before. It's been in the brushes. Them screws are tight. They're not going anywhere. They were tight to put on. They were tight to put on. Those screws are going nowhere, man. You can probably do these fast, you know, if you're any good. But I don't care. This is our Sunday night thing, you know. Ooh, I love it. There's a sick part of my mind actually takes a wee bit of pleasure if I switch this on, it doesn't go. Usually when that happens I laugh because there's nothing else to do. Oh. You were 6 years old? Oh no. I was not a child genius that grew up to be an adult idiot. Idiot. I am just born to be an idiot. Born an idiot. Just shows you the lack of repair people around the country whenever it comes to me. And I don't claim to be anything other than a part-time weekend warrior with delusions of grandeur. I'm afraid to switch it on now, guys, I'll be honest with you. I am afraid to switch it on. What's the earn per hour? Well, if I do a contact cleaner fix that goes well, I can get £30. If I fix something and I break something and I've already quoted for the job, it can cost me £20. Fix, we're saying a fix. We got the flashing light, anyway. What do we see? I'm pretty happy with that. I'll tell you what sort of magpie I am. I keep these. If I have a power tool that's got a burnt wire on it, I use these wires to joint them. And I've actually used them, if you've seen the DeWalt SDS. Thank you very much, Big D. That's a one. The DeWalt SDS, the terminals usually was burnt off and sprayed. you can actually use them and solder them on further up. I've done that before. So that's going into the spares box. And so is that one brush. Yeah. I was raised by a man who was a farmer and a mechanic and a stand-up comedian, but wasn't a professional at any of them. He just sort of did what he could. I think I sort of inherited some of them traits. He was funnier than I am. He was a car mechanic, so he's definitely more professional than that. He was more professional in that arena than I ever was. Although I was a decent parts man when I was working in the motor trade, selling parts. I had a great ability to remember, you know, what part went on which car at that time. So he wasn't silly. He was hilarious. He was a man for the workarounds. He was a genius of the old country fix. He could fix things with some shit he could pull out of his pocket. He could just find something on the ground and fix it. Yeah, your dad was a US Navy SEAL. Your dad was serious business, Molyneux's Wrath. My dad wasn't serious business, but he's a serious man. He's a seriously hilarious man. He was a serious hilarious man in his day, and he was he done some wacky things. He was a crazy man for the wacky workaround. If you hadn't got a part, he would sort of make it or do something with it. If something was leaking, he actually fixed the gearbox one time because he hadn't got any parts for the gearbox. The gearbox was horsed, but what he done is he had to take reverse gear out of it. So he drove a car around for a few months with no reverse on it. So because he done that. But and there's the one about the Lada as well. That's a famous one. I mentioned that before. He bought a Lada. He bought a Lada car, which is the most, what would you say, most basic old Russian machine. There was a few of them come in here. There was the dealerships here that sold them. It was kind of a joke. The Lada was they were brunt of money as a joke of the Lada. My dad bought a Lada at a fucking auction. She went through the auction and then she wouldn't start when she went outside. So what he did was, it was the time, this was the 80s, like, he seen an old ring pull off a beer can or a Coke can. And he seen he was going to be able to fix the car with that. What happened was the rotor arm was burnt away. It was old pre-electronic ignition. There was a spinning rotor arm that caused the electricity to go to the plugs. So it was burnt off. So he stuck a bit of that in, stuck a ring pull from a beer can or a Coke can or something, and that got her home. So that was crazy. He was an Irish MacGyver, definitely. He's an Irish MacGyver. I think I've caught a bit of that. Whatever that disease is that he had, I think it's hereditary. I've done some wacky workarounds in my time that you'll hear on this channel and different things. Getting rid of those spares. Not going to be much money in that job because I can't charge them too much because I should have put the armature in the last time. But I'm glad she's going. No, Irish, not Scottish. I'm not Scottish. Thank you. It's not a slur. I don't take it as a slur to be called Scottish because I like Scottish people. It's a funny thing. Irish people get accused of being Scottish, and Scottish people get accused of being Irish, but nobody wants to be accused of being English. So I don't know what that is all about, but you know, whatever it is, it is. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, we've got a working grinder. Anyway, we're only 45 minutes in. But it's good to see you all on the stream. My little Makita blender. With some blades on it, I could turn it into a fan or something. No. Little fan there. We'll turn it into a fan. We'll turn it into a fan. That's what we'll do. Because it's warm here. Your ancestors were berserkers. My in-laws are berserk. That's another story. You're Swedish, Danish, and Dutch. My goodness. We have all sorts of heritage in this region we're on. Ancestors were sheep rustlers. Well, what's wanking spotters? Sheep rustlers. Sheep rustling used to be quite a serious crime in these. That counts. That counts. We'll call it. Sheep rustling used to be quite a serious crime in this area. You know, used to be quite a serious offence. But if you listen to people from the city, they think that the biggest crime out here is sheep shagging. But it's actually ram raiding. What? See, we get the hot one. End up. I'm going to try and put a fan on this. Because I haven't purchased that other thing. This Makita fan fell off our armature. See if we can make a fan. Because it's quite hot here today. It's the. I need converted for you guys in USA. If you use the other system, you know. Use the. Let's see the. There's temperature in this thing. Come on. On a function, no. Select. Not how to use this. There we are. Where's temperature? Oh, there it is. It's not that warm on here now. It's only about 56 Fahrenheit or something. It's not that warm. It was warm earlier on. It's nice and comfortable. Let's see. Can put a fan in this. Don't be fighting anybody, Martin. This is not a, this is a place of peace. Ah, come on. You know, it's a good idea when you're working with burny stuff. Stuff that burns you. Probably gloves. Oh dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear. Do you know in health and safety they always tell you about first aid and all, they tell you about puncture wounds, how bad they are and how dirty and how infections get on and all that there? I don't know. Anytime I puncture me, cut myself and oil gets onto that, I don't die, I'm alright. Huh. Let's see, we'll go for the warmer one. Warmer one might be better. Let's see where they're going. You keep the baldy head covered. Keep the baldy head covered. Skin cancer is real, dudes. It's a real thing. Especially us guys in this part of the world. Oh dear, dear. Might not invent the Makita fan tonight, but you know. This is the closest I can come to OnlyFans, you know. But we'll see what we can do. Put in the device to see. It'll spin on. No, it's bad. Not that. This may or may not work. I'm thinking not, you know. Thank God this man doesn't watch my channel. See what I'm doing with his grinder. Could be a partial feel here. You feel to make a Makita fan. Oh shit. I'm wearing these gloves. I might lose an eye, but I won't lose my freedom. To make a Makita fan on Sunday night. That nobody asked for. And nobody really wants, and there's no point to it. Oh, I think I'm overheating my thing. Overheating my leaves. Gonna burn out my leaf cylinder now. Oh well. Where's my hammer? There we are. Perfect. There you are. He's in here first. This is like I say, the closest I come to OnlyFans. This is Makita fans. The hammer worked. I can feel the temperature just dropping here. It's a fantastic thing. I'll have to get that. Anyway, so that's OnlyFans. There you are. So we're 57 minutes in. I could just epoxy. Aye, I could, but that would be two ways. It's right hand thread. That was dangerous. That was slightly dangerous, but sure. What do you do? Hope I haven't wrecked my wee. No, she's still going. Thought I'd wrecked my leaf solder now. So I don't know about health and safety. I don't know much about that. It wasn't on very well, Mon Year's Wrath. I was kind of getting scared of it, to be honest. I was at a health and safety thing and around about how bad. If you get a superficial cut, you're supposed to clean it. You know, I don't know about that. Spit on it. Rub some dirt on it. Who knows? But I haven't a whole lot else. It's a shame. We could take this apart to see how bad this is. I might do that because we've plenty of time. Because there are no horror areas. There's no wild hurry. Oh, I know. Makita roulette. That was Makita roulette, alright. Better put the handle back on that. That belongs to Paul. I haven't got the parts for Trevor's. Technically, I am a first aider. I keep telling them at work, some other first aider's going to have to do the CPR and mouth to mouth and all that shit. I'll phone the ambulance because I know that. God is keen. I'll phone the ambulance because I know the number. and I'm good at talking on the phone. Yeah. So that's my. I've took a first aid course, a little 1 day first aid course, and it really trains me for nothing, in my opinion. It's really bad. It's to be honest, it's a legal requirement that companies have to have first aiders on site, and they pay for the minimum course that that legally covers you in the event of somebody dying on the premises, which is grim. Which is grim. I see I need to clean that up, but I'm going to open this cellar grinder too. The top's all plastic. Right. I do have the wee thing that I carry from mouth to mouth. It's like a wee thing I carry in my wallet. It's like I think I have it here. I forgot it. I may be able to pull it out in an emergency, no? No, it's not there. Oh, there you have it. And there's the thing you put over somebody's mouth before giving them mouth to mouth, so you don't have to become lovers. Yeah, it's all about insurance, yes. It's all about covering, ticking boxes, so you don't get sued. Everybody's afraid of covering their ass in case of a financial claim rather than doing the right thing. So that's something we've lost in society, but anyway, that's more grim stuff. But anyway, here we are. Grinder number 2. If you're not going well, wouldn't be a great fan, like, but I wouldn't be a big fan of it. We'll get her stripped down anyway. Then we'll see what we're dealing with. It's been a hit and miss sort of week here at the Doctor Surgery, if I'm honest. So it's hard to know. Brush is well down, I know. Oh, these are screwing off. That's a good sign. There might be a bit of heat here, even though that was removable. Usually you can tell there's a bit of heat because you can't get them off. I think there's a bit of heat on this side. Doesn't want to come out. That's sort of stuck on there. Brush is a bit stuck. Oh, it's stuck alright. Oh no. Oh no. Danger, danger. Just think we're screwed again. Listen. That's welded in there. That shouldn't be welded in there. No. That brush ain't coming out. Aye. It's welded in there, that one. It's not even where's the problem, it's heat. There's been excessive heat. She probably needs the same. If I'm going to do the job right, she probably needs the same as the other one got, you know. Which is a shame. I'm going don't think I'm going to send these out half fixed again. I'm not going to take a chance for the armature in these anymore. I'm just going to replace the armature because it's not worth it. You see, in 3 months again. Used to be replaced everything. There's a chance if it goes easy on it, might survive, but they're not up too much. I know brush tools are kind of a thing of the past, but the DeWalt brush grinder is a much more superior thing than this, to be honest. DeWalt do a good brush grinder. World War III started. Who's won in World War III, incidentally? Because I want to join the one inside. Nobody wants to be in a losing team now. There's no track in that screw because it's full of... President of Iran has crashed his helicopter. Did you ever hear that song? Iran, Iran so far away. No? I don't really get involved in geopolitical events. Somebody was shot in Slovakia already, some head of state or something. It was in the news, but I don't really follow geopolitical events because they're one of the things, I don't know. Somebody comes to me with a grinder, have a chance. I had no chance of sorting out these geopolitical situations. The UN's not on the phone to me saying, you know, Doctor Lefthandthread, how can we sort out the problem of these guys in the Middle East or these dictators in Africa? You know, they're not on to me. They haven't been in touch because they know I wouldn't know what to do. I'm not their man. But if we've got a grinder that needs a set of brushes, they can get it to me. If no one else can help, and they can find me. Maybe they could hire Dr. Lefthandthread. I'll just keep working on my grinders till the wire's over. Hopefully grinders will be something that will help once the wire's over. Right. We're going to have to do that. She's not looking great, is she? What do you think, Big D? What do you think of that bad boy? I don't know whether to put on the compressor or not because it kind of interfered with the sound a while ago. I don't think we're going to be able to fix this evening or even get it to go. If we could get that brush out, maybe. Let's see. I'll blow this out off camera. See if the sound's been. Yeah. Whew. As you can see, these are not a phenomenal grinder. There is argument that people have been misusing them. People have been using them for more than they're able for. And that's true with most tools. Like, you know, they're not just as bad a tool as, like, I suppose the Maleef sander from a few weeks ago. The Maleef sander, in my opinion, is not fit to be used as a sander. This is fit to be used as a grinder, but it's not to be fit to be used as a grinder for heavy applications. So I wouldn't use it in the same, or categorize it in the same way as it categorize something that doesn't work. In my opinion, it's probably the second worst grinder in the cordless range. I think the Milwaukee's slightly worse, and only because it's less repairable, and that's the only thing that makes it worse. Oh. We'll see if we can get this to run. I probably will stick the right parts in this later on, but for the sake of this stream, so we can have a sort of a fix, we'll try and fix it. I think I have a set of brushes lying around here somewhere for it. Yeah. Metabo grinders, that's a plug-in grinder, I would say. It's a good grinder, I would say that. Brasso, I don't have any Brasso. Have you got any Brasso? Weak motor, bad motor. No one's ever heard of him, Big D. I'm just reading through the comments, guys. $20 city, probably bad. Years Wrath, are you on with this thing here? This thing's like my personality. It's just like, it's all over the place. It doesn't make no sense, but sort of works out. You know? That's kind of what it's about. If there's ever a device in the world that sums up me, it's that. I'm going to just put this together. Like I say, I'm going to have to apologize. I like to have a sense of peril usually in my live streams. That, you know, that could be a fix or feel. It could be something riding on it. But, you know, I don't really. These aren't good enough to care about. You know, these aren't really good enough to care about. What are we doing wrong there now? Bad doctor. Anyway. Let's see if we can get this going in a way. I'm not going to send this out like this. I'm going to change the motor in this, because change the armature, because I just think it's been slightly cooked there. So but I want to get her going better for you guys before we say goodnight, because you made the effort of coming here and saying hello and contributing to the stream. So thank you for that. Scotch braided. Like sandpaper, anything. It'll be alright. I'll just slam a new one in. I just don't know what kind of form I'm going to be during the week, guys, because I'm going to get a wisdom tooth out tomorrow. It's an upper wisdom tooth, and it's like bogged in. It's bogged in. It's unemerged, and it's pushing against the back tooth. It's causing pain when I eat, so nearly all the time. And I'm going to have to go to a specialist dentist tomorrow to get it removed. They had a 6-month waiting list, but apparently if I went private and paid more, oh, can I have you on a Monday? I thought, well, anyway, that's money. Just get in there, get it done. But I don't know what kind of form I'm going to be during the week, so I was trying to get as much done as I could this weekend, which didn't help because I was at my day job on Saturday. At a topsy-turvy sort of weekend, a lot of wins and a lot of losers over the weekend. It was interesting, you know. Yeah. The nailer would be alright in the battery adapter. On the magic battery. Who loves a magic battery? Do you know the kind of battery that I love? Do you know if a battery is like a universal battery and you put it onto, like, I don't know, put it onto a bit of garden equipment, say, just for argument's sake, and then when you take your eyes away and you look back, it turns into, there's that label on, the Makita label on. It's very, very, very Harry Houdini. That, you know, that sort of trick belongs in Vegas. You know? There we are. We're getting there, lads. We may have a fail or we may have a fix. It's going to be a rough oil fix tonight, but I'm not sending it out like this. I just can't. Hopefully I'll be still able to talk next Sunday night. Hopefully, you know, there's a certain amount of risk they've told me with this operation I'm getting done. You can suffer facial paralysis and different things. It's not good. Right, let's see if we can find some brushes in the brush box. Since we tripped to Lidl today, I have a nice wee Parkside box that I keep all my brushes in. So I'm going to just use that. There's one there. It's 440, that's the wrong one. I've never got any more of these brushes. I don't have these yet. I do. I do now. What is that? Nice one. We'll get her going on. Hopefully. Sorry I'm missing the chat with you guys, but I think you're doing just fine there. And thanks for coming on. Oh, see, that's that stuff there. That's not good. That's not good there. See if it slides a bit better now. Oh, lovely. I think this is going to go, guys. I think this is going to work. So my specialist dental clinic to go take tomorrow afternoon. There we are. That's lovely. When in doubt, bait it in. You can cross your fingers for me about 3:30 tomorrow. When we get under the local anaesthetic, I chose not to go to sleep. Dream with. You need a Stanley knife and a pair of pliers if you're doing a home fix in my mouth, you know. Because you need to cut the gum because it's not. Well, let's go. Fix or fail, guys. Fix or fail. I need a vote now. Fix, yes. That's the spirit. Here we go. I'm very tempted. I think that's alright, you know. I think I might send that out. That one's going fine. That one's going fine. I like that one. I think she's alright. That was a better fix than I thought. Second-hand brushes. Not a shit given. What sounds better, that one or the one with the new armature and all everything in it? There's a difference, you know. There is a difference. There is a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference. That sounds rougher there. Definitely. But she's fixed. It's always good to have extra parts from all years off. The Doctor Lefthandthread spares box has saved me more times than enough. What do I see? That armature don't care. I don't care about my problems. It's just going to go and be noisy. I might ship it out. I don't know. If he's in a hurry for it, he can have it. Depends how much pressure it puts me under, you know. I might be feeling much like screwing at grinders Monday and Tuesday if I've got half my mouth cut off me. We'll see. Yeah. No, things is good. Things is good here in the doctor's surgery. We've had a few fixes. We've had a few fails. We've made a couple of. We've adapted a couple of little kids' toys, 12-volt kids' toys to DeWalt batteries. So we're having a pretty good time, all in all. Yeah. And Mon Year's Wrath, I'm with you. You can see I put that together with second-hand brushes. There was no parts from that. It was just like, them was second-hand brushes I had lying in that box for that. So one of them was out of that other grinder, and one was out of the box. So, you know, whatever. So we're 125, and at least I did get a stream for you guys. I'm well pleased. Hope you enjoyed it too. What do we see we got? So what do you think? Ship this out. Ship this out or fix it right. Ship out or fix right. That's a bad one. The rough fix one. This is the new one. The new armature. Oh, crack of her. So what do you think about that? I think there's more of a swish of the one that it did fix right, you know. I do think it is better. I was driving my wife crazy before I built the surgery. I hadn't really the best places for spare parts, and I was kind of doing wee repairs in the house and stuff. It just doesn't. I have a new armature on the way. I was hoping it had been here yesterday, but I would say it'll be here tomorrow. Yeah. 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 I'll see how much a hurry he's on. I'll put these in the repaired bay anyway and see what happens. Yeah. No, I'd probably drive my wife a bit mad too. She does wish me luck in these streams, so she's not too bad. She's behind the project. She is behind the project. She is behind me on this. She was nearly more pleased than I was when I got this doctor surgery. And you know, I told him by a week anyway, so that was probably on Thursday, so he has time. And I'll probably be able to fix that handy enough. I'll try not to break the wee housing, bitting it off. No, she was more pleased than I was when I got the doctor surgery. It's somebody a year old, this doctor surgery here. This is the 47th stream from the surgery. We're only really a couple of weeks away from the year. Thank you very much, Small Years Rap. I like to entertain you guys. I do enjoy these streams on a Sunday night. I really do enjoy them. Like from a YouTuber point of view, as far as revenue is concerned, you wouldn't do it for the revenue anyway. But there's really no revenue comes through. You get £2 a month for live streams or something that's mad. But this keeps me going at the YouTube stuff, and you know, the people I've met in this stream and the people I've interacted with, you know, it's all been great, you know. And there's 1 year's wrath. You're newer than some of them, but you're there. And there's Marty as well, and all the rest of the guys that's been there for J Bubs and Gaz Ballin and Big D and Martin Kelly and Paul Cook as well. And I don't see Pat on tonight, but Pat's probably doing something else. Pat was showing me a chainsaw he was going to buy the other day, so God knows what he is doing tonight. I seen I think he watched one of my videos. He liked one of my videos there in TikTok as well, so he's on TikTok. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for coming on tonight. Yeah, I Mullen Year's Wrath. I really do feel you're speaking to somebody who understands. I was using occasional tables in the house with a little bit of clean timber over it to work at grinders. I've actually fixed stuff on top of a wheelie bin, fixed stuff on top of a wall. I fixed stuff out in the backyard there with the concreted yard. Yes, Joshua Wilson. I remember us fixing an SDS one time in the spring, just the wee spring that the mud selector spring just went ping and up the backfield and just into oblivion. Luckily enough, I had spares again that pulled me out. But I know what you mean, Mulnier's Wrath. You just, when you're working and you only have just a flat surface somewhere to put something down to screw it apart. But thankfully, this last almost a year, I've had this doctor surgery, and it's just been a godsend. It's been the greatest thing, because if I was fixing something in the house last year, or even outside, and you took something apart and it didn't go right, You had to put it back together or put it into little bags, bag it all up so you could actually put it together again when you got around to it, or when you got the part, or if you had to order a part and wait. At least this way, I can put it into a box, bag it up, and it's in here. Or if I have a fix that doesn't go right, like one I was doing this morning, I'll not talk about that. Still a thorny issue with me. Yeah, you can just close the door and just go and do something else. What's my favorite tool brand? Milwaukee. The Milwaukee is the best brand known to man. I'll show you one of their finer pieces. They haven't got an extensive tool range yet, but they're the up and coming company in the tool industry. You may not have heard of them. They fit M12 batteries. The M12 Milwaukee. Look, that's the best brand. Ergonomic, elegant, nice wobble, lovely. This is what everybody will be using next year. Nice ergonomic grip there. Nice 2-speed, which are nearly the same speed. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between, you know, it gives both speeds a chance, you know. That's excellent. Nice plastic chuck. That's amazing, that. Big D said to me one time, if anybody asks him what's the best brand of tools, he says, what's your favourite colour? It is a bit like that. There's none of them got it all right. None of them have got it, like UBW's electronic. None of them's got it all right, and none of them's got it all wrong. You can criticise Makita for some of their better stuff for brave and pricey, very pricey. You criticise them for the LXT range not increasing the amperes or going to high output 21700 cells. You can criticise Milwaukee for the little vacuum cleaner I had on here fixing last couple of weeks back. You can criticise Milwaukee for what else? There's a few things in Milwaukee as well. DeWalt nailers, I think they're not something that they should be proud of. I suppose the price reflects that they are a lesser nailer. But some people get a lot of work out of them too, so it's hard to say. It's kind of marketing, you know. Makita, Milwaukee, and DeWalt have an extensive range of tools. Metabo's very good, but they don't have the range that DeWalt's are cheap to fix. Makita's are cheap to fix. From my point of view, that's what I like about them. From a user's point of view, I like DeWalt because I think DeWalt have some good items, but the price was usually middle of the road. Yeah. Metabo's alright. I like Metabo as well. Metabo's got their bad things as well. I could show you a horrible little saw that I get into fix. It's not going to be fixed because it's horrible. Hold on. That's a horrible little saw. Do you see all the size the motor is? Look, it's a small little motor. And it's not up to it. Should be made by Fisher Price. If you compare it to the DeWalt saw, the DeWalt brush saw, the size of the motor not. That's a good saw. As good as a brushed one can be. And this is not good. That's the thing. They've all got their sore points. Worst saw ever. Yep. I I was talking to Big D a few weeks ago, and Big D had one of them open, and I says that looks like a Parkside inside. That's what I said. Guess. Yeah. There's some crap in the ranges, but Metabo's still German. Metabo HTPT. Metabo and Hikoki Power Tools is the one unit now. There's some of the tools cross over; they're the same. So we have Metabo and we have Hikoki. We don't have Metabo HPT. We have Hikoki, which is the same as Metabo HPT, as far as we know. Their range is growing, I think. Yeah. 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 DeWalt batteries are doing all right. Runs too slow. People try and force them. The motor can't cope. That's a Metabo he's talking about. It's pure junk. That's pure junk. So yeah. So thank you very much, guys. We're 136, and I'm glad I got a stream for you guys tonight, because I've always comes to Wednesday. I think, what am I going to do for these guys on Sunday? Because I do want to put on a bit of something for you. So we fixed 2 grinders, and we made a Makita fan. Yeah. Hikoki Metabo HTPT is growing. Yeah. We had a good couple of streams the last 3. I think the last 3 were very good. I was very happy with them. I've been buzzing after them, and just feel good after doing these streams. There was the one before the last one. I was the one we bought the spot welder. That was a very good one, and we didn't get as many views last week, but it doesn't matter. It was a real enjoyable stream. What's we were talking about? We're talking about the tools. We're talking about, can you do good work with cheaper tools? I think that was a good stream. We were talking about how these aren't really a good grinder, but they're fun to fix. These Makita grinders are like a fat girl. They're fun to screw around with, but you don't want to be seen out no more. That's the way I describe them. KG, $1 for water in the head. What? What? What does that mean? Is this OnlyFans? What do we do? Used to set drills on fire, but nobody gives me any money for that. Just do it for fun. Bolt 18 volt and the 36 volt impact drivers. They're not bad, I think. Not bad. I seen the DCF 860 the other day. We don't have as much water as we had. It sort of nearly rained for about 10 months here. It rained from last July to last month, and then it sort of dried up this month with good weather now. So we had more water. If you were on last month, you would have heard the rain falling. That's what's missing from the stream, the rain falling in the tin roof. So we can't hear that. But yeah, we easily have water in this country. We're not too bad. Yeah. I lost my train of thought there. Yep. So no, we've had a couple of good streams, and yeah, so I was talking about the 860. Yeah. Yeah. The 860. I saw the 860 the other day. I held the 860 in my hand, and I have to admit that I was impressed with the build quality on it. He sent me 99 cents. I feel like I should show him one of my testicles now. I'm not used to this. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep watching. Anyway, now I was talking about the DCF 860 860. The new DeWalt impact driver. I'll show you my big toe. How's that? I'll show you a big toe for 50 more cents. Um, the 860, I was well impressed with the build quality of it. It was on a par, at least, with the Milwaukee Gen 4, because I had the Gen 4, man. And the Gen 4s, feels really solid. If you compare a Gen 4 with it's 887, you get the 887 feels lighter, it feels less dense in your hand, you know. But the 860 now, the 860 is chunky. It's all there. It's bigger than the 850. It's about the same physical size as the 887, but it seems wider. It seems like they had to put a bigger motor on it. It's all right, Molyneux's Wrath. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right. I'll give you a virtual fiver. That there is the Bank of Ireland fiver. That there is worth about, I don't know, is that worth about $7? I carry a bit of cash, No, I'm describing the DCF 860. If you had mine in your hand, you'd know it wasn't powerful, or it wasn't well made. Send me the 860. I'll pay you for the shipping, of course. Hey Josh, yeah, that's a good point. Should we do that? Should we do that, Josh? Yeah, I'm not even worried about the money. Who cares about money? We'll figure it out, Josh. Yeah. I haven't got it, but I saw it the other day, and I had it in my hand, and I was running off the little power stack batteries, and it seemed I have it available. It is available here. It is available here. Definitely. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we'll figure it out, Joshua. I'll have to get one. I'll have to get an 860 first. Then I'll have to get it shipped to you some way. Not be able to ship the batteries, and they don't supply it without the batteries, but I could keep the batteries here anyway. It doesn't matter. There's Speeds. Good to see you, Speeds. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. That's something to think about how I'm going to handle that. The 860 seems like a good tool. It seems like a good tool. It seems well made. There's very bright LEDs on it. It's very strong. We're going to have to maybe do that, Joshy. Yeah, shipping batteries doesn't work. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll have to get my hands in one. I'll have to think about that from tomorrow on. How I'm going to get my hands in one handy. Yeah. I have a guy I can phone. I'll get it sorted. We'll get it figured out. I have an email. Yes. What up, see Josh? My writing is appalling. I don't know. I'll try and write it sort of clear. Try and write it kind of big. I know you guys can email me if you want. Dear lefthandthread@gmail.com. No, they don't want to ship that stuff by air at all. I think the batteries that we get here, they come from Malaysia. There are a lot of them made in Malaysia. You guys in the US, your batteries are usually made in Mexico. Our batteries are usually made for the European market in Malaysia, sometimes China. Yeah, sometimes China. But I think they're shipped. They go by boat rather than the air. I've seen boxes of DeWalt batteries that says not for air freight or whatever. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, definitely. I'll have to get my hands on one of my mid-60s, and then I'll have to figure out how I'm going to get it to you. Whatever it costs, doesn't matter. It's only money. It's only money. Don't worry about it. What gets away by making a switch built into the battery cell engages 60 volt tool in 3 sticks. You're on about the flex volt. Yeah. You're on the flex volt. Aye, that's a flex volt. I did a video on a flex volt there. Oh, Joshua, thank you, Joshua. Thank you for showing the support. You've already shown me enough support, and thank you for your time being here. And also, you've already contributed to my channel as well. But no, we'll get it sorted. I don't know what. Don't worry about it. I might have to keep a couple of wee power stack batteries, but I don't care. They're good wee battery. I like them. Thank you very much. I've got a smaller 850. It's a lot better than others. The 850 is sort of got the same output as an 887, but it's more compact. It's neat. But the 860 is bigger than the 850, but it's more powerful. It's supposed to be allegedly the most powerful impact driver on the market. So we're going to have to establish that. I may have to send one to the USA, but I'm prepared to do that. I was on the Souls to see if I could get him to test it, because he does a good. He tests them things well. I don't think there's anybody really tests them quite like him. He's pretty good at testing these things side by side. Yeah. The power is just on a par with the 887, which is the old model, which is the the wee ones that you can get for about £70 plus VAT. I don't want to be working at the 850 then. The 850 is going to be the next animal I'm going to see. I'm not looking forward to that. Oh, there's somebody messaging. Excuse me, gentlemen. Somebody's trying to send a message. Oh, it's just somebody sent a thing to you earlier on. As Fox can fix it. Fox can fix it's got a video up there. Anyway, but I have a video out as well, incidentally, on the wee Audi TT that I converted to fit DeWalt batteries. That should be an interesting wee video for you if you like a bit of fun. I ordered 2 860s from a guy overseas. I don't know for crap. I'm not too worried, but I think they'll land here. Or it does. It won't be 860. We'll keep in touch, Josh. Yeah. Might try and pick up one of them 860s to see what we're up against. Like, leave it with me. I will try my best for you, and we'll get something sorted. We'll get something sorted. Joshua Wilson, incidentally, if you guys don't know him, he's been in the stream a couple of times. He's a very good guy. He doesn't put out content himself, but he supports some content creators like myself and Tools with Souls and Electrical Connection, which was Tools with Tactics and Tools and Tactics, and a few guys, and he supports the community, and he's part of. Basically, there's a community of creators here in the tool niche, like myself, and Joshua is a very big supporter of all of us, and Tools with Souls really and Tools and Tactics bring us together as well. I'm glad to be part of that, or even considered in the same arena as these guys, you know. No, Joshua, we'll sort something out. I'm going to get a wisdom tooth out tomorrow afternoon, so that's going to be a wee bit stressful. So I'll try my best for you. The community's awesome. I'm glad I met up with you guys online. I'm glad I met Souls and yourself and Tactics, who's Electrical Connection now. I'm glad I met you guys, because you know it wouldn't have been the same experience at all, and you know there's a bit of integrity in the community that these guys have, and they don't make any fake reviews like some people we could mention, or they can't be bought, and they try and tell the truth and try and do things right. And it's inspiring, and it set the tone for what I'm trying to do. It sort of keeps me in the right track too. Looking forward to a cheap cordless trimmer running off a flexible battery. Well, you can buy the DCM561, isn't it? Or DCM-ST561. It's not that expensive. Thank you, Joshua. Yeah, it's all burned out. Yeah, I've been using the 561 on a 9 amp flex volt. I find it does well. Pat McMahon's not on here. He was asking me about a flex or about a DeWalt grinder the other night, but I didn't get an answer for him. Yeah, thank you very much for appreciating the channel, everybody that's been on here, and thank you very much for coming here every Sunday night. I do look forward to the Sunday nights. They're the highlight of the whole YouTube experience, and repairing the tools one but the same without the YouTube experience. It's nice to have content for the channel. It's nice to be able to do things that don't run in wet grass. Yes. That's an interesting one. Yeah. Well, it's only the East 860's only actually landed here. I've only seen that we can have access to it the last week. So that's in the last week, so that's good. No, it wasn't the same experience, and I like be able to create some things they're different, like little vehicle conversions, like this other wacky stuff that I do. I just like doing it a little bit different. It's not straight laced. It's not too serious. I try and operate with a bit of integrity, but I like to have a bit of fun with it. Thank you very much for all coming tonight. We're nearly at the 2 hour mark. I didn't even think I had a well good stream for you tonight, but I'm buzzing that I had. And the last 3 have been awesome. I have no idea what I'm going to do next week. DCD hammer drill. I don't know the DCD 1070. I'm going to have to look into that, Joshua. I'm going to have to look into that. We're still working with the DCD 1070. So the DCD 996, 998, 999 you have. We're working with the 996 over here. I did see the guy, Power Tools Repair, the guy in Lithuania, who does repairs doing the same niche as I am. He was repairing a 995 the other day. But we're mainly got 996 over here. We haven't got the 1070 that I know of yet. So I'm going to look out for that. Maybe DeWalt are stepping up their game. Maybe this 860 is going to be on a par with the Gen 4. Maybe the 1007. Maybe that's going to be on a par with the Gen 4 hammer drill, or combi drill as we call it over here. So hopefully. A 999 in your gear. That's something to find. That's something good to find. And we have the 999 over here, but I've never had one in my hand. The 996 is more popular due to the price. The price of the 996. Yeah, the Gen 4. Gen 4 all day long. I like the anti-kickback, and that's an interesting feature as well. The anti-kickback you can turn off and on. That's interesting. Battle FlexVolt. The Facebook who is building FlexVolt batteries. He's rebuilding them. I wouldn't fancy it. Someone come up on my screen saying I'm live. Sure, it was live. So I don't know what's going on. Really was live. But I've got a great little video out at the minute. I might even be able to show it to you on the screen. And one on TikTok here. See what's TikTok's going mad tonight too. And there's somebody asking about a battery that won't. Oh, this one here. This is the one. I have a longer version of that out on YouTube now. It explains the whole thing. This is a wee quick one for TikTok there. You can see that. It's only a minute long, so. Can you guess what it is yet? Oh yeah, Audi TT, powered by DeWalt. That sounds pretty good. There you are. So that's that. Taking it for a test drive. That's the second. Somebody said that to me about the quad one I done the other day. So that's out now. There's the short actually is out. That same short's out on YouTube probably tonight. And the longer video's out and all. It's been out for about an hour, I think. So that's what I'm up to at the minute. It's been an interesting. That's kept the fun side of it going. But you know, the repairs can be up and down, topsy turvy. You get a buzz out of something when you fix it. If something's we can't get a problem solved, it niggles you, you know. But it's all right. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to check on out, guys. Thank you very much, and I feel like I should stay on for 5 hours tonight. Yeah, I feel like I should stay on for 5 hours. Thank you very much to everybody who's been on, and everybody who stayed on. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to bid you a fond farewell, and thanks to you, my friends across the pond, and my friends on this side of the pond, and everybody who contributes and chat and contributes to the channel in some way. Thank you very much. Take care. I'll talk to you later, Big D. If I'm still able to speak tomorrow afternoon, I will speak to you. I have to I have a half day tomorrow. I have to go and get the wisdom tooth out. So wish me luck. Thank you very much. Take care. Be in touch.